Also, Shuriken, it's another strength-based throwing weapon, which having a decent amount of strength will equip. There's a higher amount of damage on the Shuriken than there are the throwing knives, but you'll run out of Shuriken a lot faster than you will knives until much later in the game when Shuriken become more commonplace. I don't know where this leads me, but I'm kind of afraid. I can see the shrine right beneath here. I wish I had packed more provisions. Down. Right, this is the way out. It leads us straight back to the healing crystal. A metric ton of food, which to carry us through here. Still can't leave. But that's all well and fine. I think we still need like an anti-disease potion or something else to deal with, well, disease for that puzzle. Alright, there's the way out. Scroll of Force Field, so another spell to add to the repertoire. Requires concentration too, but it allows us to put distance between our enemies and ourselves. And it's another little recipe. A shield potion which creates a force field much like the shield spell. Now, this one right here, distinctly remember, is a secret. I don't remember, or something that looked similar to this ended up revealing a secret in either Grimrock 1, or this is a secret right here that has a very great find behind it. I just don't remember how to access it, if it's here. I remembered. Read Curious. Evasion and protection versus what he currently has on the Rogue's Vest, it's not worth it. But the next best person down here who can take... versus the Embalmer's Robes? Nah, I think we're good. And as always, more bullets for the person who's just stockpiling them. Eventually break us free. Shrine is below. So maybe I want to fall down in the Grimrock tradition, but at the same time, I know I can get an item that prevents me from taking fall damage later. I kind of don't want to suffer that as of right now. Tree people, tree people. What do you think? They're actually people? And to think, the only thing that's actually changed about these characters isn't their actual stats, except in the case of Night Dad. Night Dad has gained much, but the only thing that's actually honestly changed about these characters is just their gear. Now, of course, they're not doing too hot on account of the fact that they have a near 100% miss rate for the past couple of rounds of combat. But they're at least doing something. Alright. We should be able to lockpick this one open. There's more bullets. And there's a buckler, which is our first ever shield that we can make use of. Which that gives him a positive evasion rating while still not having the light armor buff. And upon opening this over here, we now have access to the back route into the underground, where I'm going to have to go down there later to make sure we have access to whatever required the Grimrock tradition to get access to. I actually don't remember fully what's down there. And that is the essence of fire, the first key to the puzzle. I wanted to get the power gems out so we had a bit more inventory space, just so they're not clogging this place up. It's not that I don't want to use the firearm right now, it's just I don't trust it. And it's almost nighttime. So what do I want to do here? We can either go back and try to Grimrock tradition and fight, or we can start going on the path forward. Well, with that, before we do anything else, we're going to go right here, and we're going to shovel this. Which gets us a chest, which is locked, a lockpick for the locked chest. Grants us a Tome of Leadership, which grants us the party trait Leader. Everyone else will gain a +1 bonus to all attributes as long as the leader is alive. That leader is going to be Night Dad, because Night Dad doesn't deserve to get nice things. Everyone else deserves to have some stat bonus while staying alive. Means the person in the front line's going to have more shields too. Ah. Alright. You have the torch. Until we get the light spell, this is going to be a problem. I want to explore further down. Again, I need to level up. So with Night Dad now buffing the party and everyone being at the strongest they could possibly be, we're going to move on to the castle. And all the glorious problems that it brings. Oh yeah, there are multiple enemies here who are immune to melee attacks. Oh god, we really need our wizard. We really need our wizard now. Because I remember at the end of the first game, it was basically the place was filled with enemies I couldn't actually hurt because I didn't have access to magic. Locked. Oh no, this is a game that's just getting worse all the time, the longer that I think about it. Hi there. Island Master. Well, got some more fruit to work with. The mudwort root has actually copied itself. So that's nice. There isn't a lot of nice things I can really hamper on about, unfortunately. Eat this for a little bit of a nutritious gain. Oh, copied a bloodwort root. Sweet. Take a turtle steak. And there's nothing that's really light that can be just consumed. Okay, there's the flying beasties. Now, north is Sleep Island, west is Trigroot Forest, which is just what we came from. Keelbreach Bog is down there. So, 10 out of 10. Don't want to go underwater just yet. Just considering we lack the ability to fight underwater. And with a keen eye and sharp aim, they entered. Yep, alright, we're gonna go kill some of the flying beasties here to maybe get Night Dad a little bit closer to leveling, but it's also because I feel rather unsafe with the current state of affairs. There are 3 more of them. I don't really conceive of a way to get them to come to me, so I guess I'll just go out and hunt them as time goes on. Here, I will gladly sling and unlock the door. Because over here, I distinctly remember that there's a small boss fight secret, as well as, I think, our first magic ring? We can leave the trickster's note. It'll weigh down the stone. There are 4 sides to everything, which is a puzzle that I really don't feel like dealing with. Now, if I remember right, there should be a button I can hit somewhere here that will unlock a little secret. What the actual... Okay, fine. Come over here. I'll fight you. I'm not going to fight your friend. Well, not yet. Oh, hey. That is a crit. I feel as if I can easily afford that type of crit. God, these guys are hitting 20s on me. Used to higher level enemies doing this. Like, not being able to equip gear, or at least being unwilling to equip gear because the gear is incredibly unhelpful to have. Hey, no, it's not too dark out that I can't just waltz in the night. I don't need a torch to see, and I don't think Twitch needs a torch to see either. And again, that might be famous last words. It is a very nice castle. Hello, Zennis. Were you actually here earlier? No, greetings. I didn't even realize that you were here. Welcome to the 3 farmer, 1 alchemist run. I would say it's all farmer, but, well, it's not all farmer, and I don't intend for it to be all farmer, because all farmer would actually be awful to deal with. It's a very painful run. We have already died multiple times with TPKs in very dumb situations, and are being forced to use a lot of our one-shot use resources early to just get us through the game. But other than that, everything's going swell. Hang on, get a torch. I think I can sleep here and not risk getting attacked. thought there was a secret here. Right, that was the solution. Alright, because I've done this puzzle so many times that I've just automatically memorized the solution. That's right. God, I hate myself. So, that was supposed to be a puzzle where every time you flip the switch, it would put up 3 barriers surrounding your button, or put them down if they were already up. I've done this puzzle so many times because for the longest time it is the only way forward across the river that I've effectively memorized how that puzzle is resolved. And I am actually impressed that I remembered it after all this time. So, question is, who gets the leather boots? Because these boots are made for walking, and walking they will do. It's like, you lose 5 health. But at the same time, you gain a lot of protection. Never mind, I haven't memorized the solution. It has not been... It has not been so long that I've actually remember the solution at all. So, that needs to be done. This needs to be done. Which... that doesn't work. No. Drops all this, which allows me to press the button, which makes those go through, which turns off the portal and allows me to go past. I'd messed up. Right, there are 2 portals there. Whoops. Let me fix that. Press the button again. There we are. Because there was something else here, right? Because I think this one was a multi-layered secret. No, this is a multi-layered secret. And we have a piece of cheese, which I think if a rat eats cheese, they gain a massive buff. I think. Or is that a trait that they could gain? I think there was a secret involving the rats. So the cheese will belong exclusively to Night Dad. Night Dad will be the only one that takes cheese. We don't have a lockpick. We can't open this up yet. Now that button does something. What did it do? It was a sequence, I believe, that was supposed to flip this in and press the button multiple times, but I can't remember that sequence. So there's no trolling that I can do here. Behind this door here... Right. This was the secret that it opened. I remember that it was important, and here's where you blow the horn to gain access to the second boss fight, as well as giving us early access to Black Moss, one of the most potent reagents that an alchemist could possibly have. And that is going to be one of the cornerstones. So much so that I'm actually going to make more space, and no more am I allowed to fill up the alchemist's inventory. There's a lot of enemies that come forth in this fight, and I don't want to risk everything by fighting them now while my people are incredibly weak. Black moss is necessary for resurrection potions alongside some of the stronger buffing potions. And I don't feel as if I'm ready to try to take on this boss here, because while it is, I think, worth a power gem if you do it, as well as gaining access to what looks to be a skill book, this would be something that would just straight up kill me. So I'm just going to remember that this is here, and just walk away with some early black moss that has a chance to start duplicating because I've got an alchemist. Yeah, for once there are no tree people. Oh, nice. Longsword is a good light weapon. I think it's a good replacement for a rapier. His ability, which requires air magic, so we can't even use that yet. This close on me? Yeah, it did. Let's see. Longsword. Massive strength bonus. And while we don't have thrust available, it deals so much more damage than the rapier, it's not even funny. Come on, little dogs. Hurry along. We'll have our wizard at some point. But today is not that day, no. So far, Night Dad will be the one that carries us through. I think there's a particular ring, like a Berserk's ring or something like that, that when utilized would grant a massive buff to the party, or a massive buff but increase the amount of food that's needed. And I am very tempted to go and try to find one of those rings early, so that I can just start fighting through these chapters and having an actual reason to just shove food down the farmers' throats so that they level up by the end of this night. Now hang on. Okay, it's just another healing potion. You already had to use your healing potions, so we'll just keep your healing potion as backup. Anyway, more gear for the gear god. So there's a puzzle that's down here as well as fish. Are there enemies? I can't tell because I can't see. However, there's a skull, which will represent our very first strength buff. Anyone have an extra bag? No. We have the bag of used torches, but I'm going to keep the bag of used torches. Well, actually, we'll have a Minotaur carry the bag of used torches. I think if I put the skull in here, it doesn't count. No, it does. They fixed that from Grimrock 1. So I guess I can run around with the skull. You can take some ether weed. I want to jump down because there's a lot of good food items that I could pick up if I jump down now, but I don't exactly have that option because I won't be able to see what's down there. And there's a little thing about Grimrock combat underwater that sucks at our current moment in time. Alright. There we go. Copied an etherweed. I don't think I'm going to bother with arrows. We've got firearms. We've got magic next level. And we're going to get 2 melee fighters. Arrows are a bit too much to delve into at this current moment in time. Even with the short bow. Slash, we also kind of left behind a bunch of arrows beforehand. And we're just not going to be able to make use of any of their special abilities unless we get a bunch of missile weapon bonuses. Now, I am going to save here by creating a new save called the castle, not the cast.